Hey guys, and welcome to the Blue Bridge. And today, this is about Reece James. Is he finished, or do we persevere with him? So let's get into it. Yeah, so we're in the same talk, making a back-to-back videos because I've been doing a video, the topic was meant to be Reece James, but I couldn't remember what I was meant to do it on. So I said Howard Webb, Levi Colwill, and in the back of my mind I said, I'm sure there's something else I wanted to talk about as well. And then towards the end of my video talking about Levi Colwill, Reece James popped up, and I said, yeah, that's who I was meant to be talking about. So as I said, I put it down to, I said it in the last video, I said it in this one, put it down to age, getting forgetful as I get older. So, bear with me, guys. So, news came out yesterday. Reece James, he was meant to be back after the international break. Then we heard it's been delayed. And today we're hearing something else, that he's going to be out for a bit longer than expected. That we haven't got a time frame of when he'll be back yet. But this hamstring, he had an operation on it. He had time off. He had practically the whole of last season out injured. I thought the operation would have fixed the issue that he had. But what happens? No, he's back on the injury table. Is this guy a Darren Anderton? If those who remember Darren Anderton, is he a Ledley King? For those who remember Ledley King, who else is there? Think of put in the comment section below players who have had their careers cut short because of injuries. Thought of another one, Jack Wilshere. Is he another Jack Wilshere? There's so many players. I remember Marco van Basten back in the day. What a brilliant player. But his one was unfortunate because I think it was an ACL. And back then, ACLs, if you had an ACL, you're out. Nowadays, we've got the technology, we've got the medical improvements. So now if you have an ACL, you can probably your career it doesn't mean that your career is over. Remember Paul Elliott as well, loved him at Chelsea. Dean Saunders, never forgive him for that challenge, ruined him, and his career was over after that. So, but with Reece James, it's kind of more worrying because if it's like an ACL or something like that, you could say, okay, you can get that fixed now. He can be back to playing. Now, you see that with Wesley Fofana now. Wesley Fofana's back playing. Hopefully he doesn't break down. So, but Reece James, it's the hamstring. And when you've got like muscular issues throughout your career, then it doesn't bode well, because that's the same thing I said. Darren Anderton kept breaking down with muscular injuries, same as Jack Wilshere is more muscular rather than impact injuries. So and this is we've been robbed of an excellent right back, because as somebody said, availability is king at the time. If you haven't got if you're not available, if you haven't got it, what's the point? That's, you need to be fit. You need to be, he's meant to be our captain. I spoke about Colwill in my last video about captaincy. This guy is meant to be our captain, and if we can't depend on him because he's always on the injury table, then I don't know. As I said, do we stick with this guy? Do we persevere with this guy? Or we don't want to be in a situation. When I remember Aaron Robben, he used to get injury after injury after injury. I think there was a similar thing with hamstrings, and then we got rid of him to Real Madrid thinking, you know what, he's probably finished. But then he played till he was 38, 39. I think he finished his career when he was at Bayern Munich. So these things can be fixed. They can be fixed. So we've got Malo Gusto in the team as well. And so that takes the pressure off of Reece James, so we don't need to keep playing him even when he's not 100% fit, so we can manage his game time. We've been quite good at managing people's game time. Is it the game load, what they call it, or whatever, game management. So we've got, we've seen it with the likes of Pedro Neto, who's had his fair share of injury problems, where he's sort of been managed correctly. Lavia is another one who's had these injuries, so he's back in training, so hopefully he'll come back stronger as well. But so with Reece James, if and when he does come back, let's hope we can manage his time effectively. We won't see him playing. I don't think even next season he's going to share the games with Malagusta, because Malagusta is not a massive drop in quality when it comes to the footballing. I think obviously Malagusta needs to improve in his defending, but that comes with a bit of experience. But I do feel that, with Reece James, if you play him half the games, you rotate him with Malagusta, and that way you can keep him a lot longer. Because if you play him week in, week out, then I just feel that his body's going to break down again. So it's about game load, it's about management, and I'm hoping that, after he comes back up this time, he doesn't break down again. But it's up to Reece James as well, because I know from the outside looking in, what does he do with? I know with Ledley King, for instance, he used to be. I'm not saying this about Reece James, by the way, in case people think I am, because I don't know a lot about his personal life. But I know with Ledley King for a fact, because there was pictures of him coming out of nightclubs and everything else, drinking and everything else. Where you don't look after your body, especially when you've got injuries, it takes longer for your body to heal. And I think that if Ledley King has just spent more time looking after his body, eating healthily, having a rest and doing everything else, then he can maybe have come back. So I'm hoping with Reece James, it's not the fact that he's abusing his body and not really looking after it, not getting the rest he's requiring, drinking when he shouldn't be really, and just putting the right things into his body. I'm hoping that is the case with him, because his dad is quite professional as well, so I'm sure that he'll be giving him some great advice. So I don't think that is the case with him, but as I said, I just really don't know, because I'm not really privy to his personal life. So so we do need him back, because he's an asset to any team who's there, and it must be frustrating for him as well. I know his sister Laura, she had a bad injury a few years ago, but she got that fixed. So I'm hoping the same thing will be with her brother, that he'll be able to get this thing sorted out once and for all. So guys, what do you think about this situation with Reece James? Do you think he's finished, or do you think, like Aaron Robben, he could come back, and hopefully if he comes back, he'll come back stronger? Have you given up patience with him? Would you want him sold? Or are you prepared to give him another chance? Stick your comments in the section below. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. So take care.